It was just before midnight, thunder rumbling softly in the distance, when Inspector Ayon's phone rang. The voice on the other end was strained, belonging to the manager of an old, forgotten hotel on the city's edge. He spoke of room 307. The room had been locked from the inside for 3 days. But every night, without fail, the staff heard the distinct sounds of furniture being dragged across the floor. 20 minutes later, Ayaan and his team stood in the hotel's dimly lit hallway. The air was thick and heavy, smelling of damp carpet and decay. It felt like the very walls were holding their breath, watching. They stopped outside room 300. Ayaan knocked firmly. Silence. He signaled to the manager for the master key. The lock turned and the door creaked open, revealing a room that was eerily empty. No clothes, no luggage, nothing out of place, except for a single small diary lying in the middle of the perfectly made bed. What was strange was its cover. It was damp, as if it had been left out in the rain, yet the room was bone dry. One of the younger constables laughed nervously. "Must be some elaborate prank, sir." Ayaan didn't respond. He picked up the diary and opened it. The ink on the first page was stark against the paper. It read, "Whoever reads this will not leave alive." A wave of unease rippled through the team. He turned the page. The handwriting was frantic. "They locked me in here. They are watching me. They have no faces." As if on cue, the shower in the adjoining bathroom roared to life. Everyone froze, their eyes fixed on the closed bathroom door. Ayaan drew his weapon, motioning for his team to stay back. He crept towards the door and pushed it open. The small room was filled with steam, but it was empty. Then, on the fogged-up surface of the mirror, letters began to appear as if drawn by an invisible finger. "You are late." Just as suddenly, the water cut off, plunging the room back into a dead silence. A piercing scream shattered the quiet from down the hall. They rushed out to find a guest from room 305, his face ashen with terror, stumbling into the corridor. "He was in my room, standing right there." Ayaan grabbed him by the shoulders. "Who was in your room?" The man was trembling uncontrollably. The man with no face. The team burst into room 305, but it was empty. Everything was normal, except for a single word scrawled on the wall in a dark, reddish-brown substance that looked terrifyingly like blood. 307. A deep, unshakable chill settled over Ayaan. They returned to room 307. The diary was still on the bed where he'd left it. He picked it up again, his hands feeling numb, and flipped to the very last written page. The words made his blood run cold. "Inspector Ayaan, you died 3 days ago." The temperature in the room plummeted. Ayaan slowly looked up at his team, but they were gone. The constables, the manager, everyone had vanished. He was alone, just him and the diary. Flashes of memory, fragmented and chaotic, assaulted his mind. 3 days ago, an investigation. This very hotel, this exact room, the victim of a grisly murder. Inspector Ayaan. His body was never found. He stumbled towards the mirror over the dresser, his heart pounding in his chest. He saw his own reflection staring back his uniform, his build butt where his face should have been. There was only a void, a swirling, featureless darkness. The lights in the room began to flicker violently, and the door slammed shut with a deafening crack. Whispers coiled around him from every corner of the room, a chorus of ghostly voices chanting, "Room 307 is never empty." The next morning, the hotel staff unlocked the room. It was pristine, spotless. There was no sign of a struggle, no blood on any walls, and no diary on the bed. The room was simply empty. But down at the front desk, there was a new entry in the old leather-bound guest register. Guest name: Inspector Ayaan. Check-in 3 days ago. Check out never.